Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here is Gtowncapp heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Two and now on first down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards.
And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Delay of game, offense.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Throwing here, Purdy. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From midfield, here's Tua. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate. Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
San Francisco.
Oh, what a move. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. After taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Motion man is Kittle. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Mitchell.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. It's caught. Mitchell. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
In motion right, Debo. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by Kittle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They motion the running back out left. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. Touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with a dog.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On first down, Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Tua now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
At the 12-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25.
49ers 6.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's 2nd and 7.
21G, 21G. 20, TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now they're in the hurry up. Purdy from his own end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Fresh off that pick-6, here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Purdy. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was
was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He can't get him down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, San Francisco.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And quickly they get to the line.
24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And spins away.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
That's complete left side to Gray.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So it's 49er football here as we get your reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And we are underway from Miami.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his fourth year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
32 Stinger.
They'll run. Here's Gtowncapp. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground. And
to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
21G, 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's caught by Chosen. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Come on, 2. Hey, 21, TA.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And taken down just shy of the 40. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line. 47. Here we go 47.
Throwing, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Whoa.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense some credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Tua.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 29.
Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And taken right at the 35. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Prescott now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lamb in motion left. Prescott looks to throw on first. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you up to Orlando. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
I'm actually surprised more games aren't tied because the messages in both locker rooms are essentially the same, and it starts with both trying to get a quick start. But one team actually did, but the defensive guys, they can take it right back because this game has been a tug of war all the way through.
Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they're going to speed things up here. Outright, he finds Tolbert. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 50 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answer and score.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Here's Mostert. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
There's Cooks in motion right. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
46. Hey, 47.
Cooks will come in motion right. Now Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They throw it out right complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott now from the 50. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now an audible here into something else. Trying to run forward Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Tobin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's caught out wide by Cooks. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
32 Stinger.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
21G.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
21G.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Hard throw, incomplete.
But how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here we go, 1st and goal. Throwing Tua on 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Tua, one more time with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. On the return, this is Turpin. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? And you've got to be careful here. You've got to ride the line of aggressiveness and caution, because you want to go down and win the game. But you throw too many incompletions here, you give the other guys a chance to win it too.
Here's Prescott. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Dak. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here comes 2nd down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tua going to try and go quickly here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Playmaker, step up right now.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Whoa. 21G, 21G, 20 TX. Out.
Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Sanders on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with what will almost certainly be the game-winning score as the lead is 7 here in the final moments. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. One last shot now for Prescott. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can fly.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And now the rookie's free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Taken down back at the 42.
Now Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 3rd and 9. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Tua on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. To the 43, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down and 6 now. Metcalf motions left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Smith going to move him around.
Hey, trio left.
They're complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Slow ball. Check 59, check 59, copy, check 58. Look, Jack's left. Tuesday. 53. Sunday, here we go. 13 next.
They snap it to Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And all touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker.
54 yards.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Tua going to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Chosen, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And now Smith going to change the play. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they bailed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now Gino on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, Smith again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. They set up the screen, Achane has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down and a yard. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Metcalf motions left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 1st down, it's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Hey, on turbo, on turbo.
Back to Walker on first down.
Fighting through. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And Walker once more.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Middle. 13 next.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
No ball.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Line. Hold.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
No ball. Line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Another catch there for Waddle.
There's some space here. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he
takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Miami.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Jalen Waddle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause, not forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go Sunday.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Walker now on 1st and 10. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here we go.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 58. Tuesday. 53. 13X.
Gino down to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This will get the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This is 1st and 10.
All right, fellas, listen up.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing Tua. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. On the Seahawks.
Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Ready. 20
Now Tua. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
They'll come up now on second down. Smith to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's third down at 5. Here's Smith. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. First and 10.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, look. Middle. Strike.
Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Jackson left.
Smith's going to throw it. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of playing. We're all even. The extra session. So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run again with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Big play! Hey, let's go.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be from 49 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. Back.
come on. Turbo one. Longer, long. Yeah. Hey. Out.
2 to throw right away. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Come on, three, kick. Hey, come on, two. Hey, 21, see it? Hey, let's go.
Now Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. Devon Achane. 38 yards. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing. Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their own 22. Throwing now is Geno. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Seahawks, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, it's a clip.
Out of the gun, Smith. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Here's 2nd and 10.
13
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Smith throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in 61 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate? What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still going to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Long picks it, and the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception. So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw is Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 59, cover. Check 58. Tuesday.
From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
13X. Hey, go flip her up. Look. Middle. Ours. Strike.
On 4th down, Smith. Going deep for Walker. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Straight ahead, Walker trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
50-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Pause. Hey, Larry. 49, flip it off, 49.
From the 50, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Hey, trio left.
Metcalf motions left.
Clock runner.
Here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Hey, it's a clip.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
And the Dolphin first down.
2 and now on first down. That's caught by Chosen. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 19-yard line.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Geno now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Snowball.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Sunday.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Smith now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? There he goes, left side!
And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And quickly they get to the line. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield, here's Tua.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, we go.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Smith here, an audible at the line. Metcalf motions left. Again, it's Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Hey, trio left.
Now it's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Check 59, cover. Check 58. Tuesday.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
13X.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, we go, Sonoma. Hey, go flip her up. Look. Middle.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Hill. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. That ball caught. It's chosen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. On play action, here's Tua. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This is caught. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 31, Seahawks 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And Walker has it. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Smith throwing again. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
To throw is Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's into the hands of Chosen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe from 13 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this